beautifully executed.
And she's just nailing the structure as well.
Yeah. Oh, no. Did she do it again? 31, so language change, dialect change,
And
voice change.
role play means that you add so many different things. You angle your eyes, you angle your body, you change horizontal position, you change your voice.
I love how she has really implemented so many things already in 52 seconds.
Wow, she's amazing.
She is really good.
I am back with...
Alexander.
We are back.
I'm here. We're back.
Analyzing yet another speaker.
Another speaker.
And this time it is...
Marie
Forleo. And she is an American entrepreneur, written a bunch of books.
Yep.
She's written the book Make Every Man Want You.
Yep.
There you go. And then she does a podcast. She does a YouTube series.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of clips of her, so
Yeah, you have?
it caught my eye.
Oh, that's nice.
I think this could be interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think you'll be surprised.
I'm gonna be, let's see what she brings to the table.
Yes. He's in a bit of a bad mood today, so we'll see if that affects your analysis. But it shouldn't.
I told you not to tell them about that.
Kidding around. Actually, before we do any kind of analysis, we neutralize our mood so that our mood doesn't affect the analysis. Because all emotions are changeable, right?
So how do we do this? Well, we work out of two different aspects from this. Well, this guy over here, he did a bunch of studies on people. So we are working out of something called the 110 steps. What is that, David?
It is the summary of the 230 odd skills I found that people use around the world when we communicate. So that's kind of a distilled version of it.
When you think that was enough, no, it's not. Because the other model that we work from is something called a JP Spice Rack, where he found not one, not 50, but 136 different ways to do what?
Variations in your content. And the more variations you have, the more attention you grab, the better you get people to remember what you're saying. There's obviously an opportunity of having too many of these, but it's quite rare.
Yes. And due to that, this gentleman said that I was in a bad mood. I have to go and reset myself in somehow. So I'll catch you in a first.
Are you excited?
I am super excited. I'm stoked.
Let's have a look.
Yes.
Penguin Books, UK, same publisher as on my book.
Which one?
I have not been invited to do these talks though. I have to make that happen.
What is the book?
High on Life.
That's the one. All
Yes.
right. Let's go.
Right.
How you guys doing? How you feeling today? Yes. Yes. Good. My name is
Wonderful
Marie.
she says
I'm
yes for.
so excited to be here with you today. So I have a question to start us off.
Oh, beautiful general eye contact there. You see there? Also focus on it. So that would be, general eye contact. And that's skill number 72. Why is that important, David, to have the general eye contact?
Well, it shows that you care.
Exactly. And she does that when she walks in there and goes, hello, hello, yes, yes. And she takes a look in the entire audience. And is she using a specific technique? I think she does the sweep and focus. It looked like she did.
Yeah, she seems to cover quite a lot of people at the front there. I think that that beginning was very nice. Good eye contact, good use of voice. She got a humble posture when she walks up like that. So I like it. She's got a good open body language. She uses a respect phrase where she actually seems to mean, what she says, which is quite rare.
Without a doubt. Let's
nice
move.
beginning.
Yeah,
like
very
it.
good.
Well done.
If I told you that there was one single phrase that could not only help you reach your dreams, but could also help you transform or transcend any obstacle you face, who would be interested in that?
Me.
Anyone?
Me.
Without a doubt.
Yes. Okay,
Me.
a few people. That's all I need. This is
In structure, in a presentation, you start with a polite phrase and then a respect phrase, and then you do an attention grabber. An example of an attention grabber is a question in combination with a raise of hands. Very nicely done. From a structure perspective, she is a 10 out of 10 as a speaker. And I just want, because this is one of my favorites out of the 110 skills, she uses the bent knees.
The bent,
The bent knees.
You did one of those reactions before, like way back, where you were so excited with the bent knees.
Whoa.
So what does bent knees show you then?
Greater excitement and immersion in what you're saying.
How many times when you're on stage do you use that?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
All right. People seem super excited. I can get that.
There's still a hand raised. Do you see that? Yep.
Yeah.
Super excited.
I'm more excited than anyone. I must also compliment her on the pace.
Yeah.
A lot of people tend to go too fast when they begin their presentations as a as a signal of being nervous and also being nervous because you're literally saying, get me out of here. I will speak as fast as humanly possible to get out of here. She does not.
I am going to predict something. I'm going out on a limb here. I might think that she will use skill 69 in a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds. So I think when you hit play, you're going to see some 69 there, and that is horizontal movement. Yeah. Walking up a stage. Let's see if she does it functionally, though. Stop! Hey, by the way, timeout, technical timeout. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. We have just released a movie. It is, without a doubt, a movie that can change and move mountains. You know which one I'm talking about. Well, because if you liked what she did in this thing, and you want to learn how to become as marvelous, maybe even better, it's going to be hard, but it's possible, then how should you approach this?
Yes.
What is it I'm talking about?
Go down into the description. It's a free movie. Look at that. It'll give you an idea of what to do, when to do it, how to get there to become as good as she was.
Well, she's still there. Better. She's still around.
Maybe she's even better now.
Yeah, maybe she is even better.
Good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that phrase and we're going to talk about how it works. And I promise you, it's so simple and you will be able to use it now where you are in terms of high school, but also throughout the rest of your life.
All right, so she must have attended our trainings or something, because after, I'll say it again, polite phrase, respect phrase, attention grabber, subject and the why, the objective, the promise, this is what you will get with you. She's going boom, 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 boom. Amazing.
Very well. I was wrong in my prediction. There was no inclusion of the skill 69, which is horizontal movement. The thing, though, that I was almost foreseeing but didn't show up, and which is she does really well, is to use non-existing irrational movement. That means she's firmly placed on one side, and that is skill number 3 in the 110 steps. Sometimes when you have too much cortisol, adrenaline, you're nervous, you might have stage fright, under pressure, whatever it is, you start pacing around on the stage, and that's I wanted to give her the horizontal movement. I thought maybe in the back of my head she would give some irrational movement, but no, she's standing her ground beautifully, very well executed. Thank you.
So to summarize that, it's good?
I love it. Yeah, it's good. To summarize a lot, sorry. It's good. It's good.
So let's talk about where this little phrase came from. And to do that, we got to go back to my childhood and even before that.
Oh, what is she doing right now?
Childhood?
I want to take you back to my childhood. She is on her way to implement a spice, which is storytelling. Storytelling, yeah.
And she's just nailing the structure as well.
Yeah.
Because now she added the next thing.
Yep.
Which is background. So before you launch into your subject, you go, we got to add some background to this.
Yep.
So this is...
That builds credibility as well.
This
you
is
have
stellar.
A good opportunity.
She also uses this lovely gesture, just show, go back.
Yep.
We got to go back to...
Functional gestures add value to what's being said and also grabs your attention. Instead of saying 5, you say 5. She says, go back, instead of not using her hand to say that. Well, preferably she should have gone, go back horizontally, but she goes this way. Anyhow,
I love how she has really implemented so many things already in 52 seconds. That is superb.
So I want to tell you about my mom. She is this incredible firecracker of a woman. She's
looking down when she's doing this. This is great. There's an amplification of eye contact. It means that she's in touch with her emotions, or it gives a signal that she's in touch with her emotions when she's telling this story. Nice.
Also using a metaphor. My mother is like a firecracker, a firecracker of a mother. Yep, that's good.
In the projects of Newark, New Jersey, to 2 alcoholic parents, and she learned by necessity how to stretch a dollar bill.
Great, awesome facial expressions which are matching the story, nodding affirmatively in the story.
And my mom made a promise to herself. She said somehow, some way she was gonna...
Somehow, some way is a alliteration.
Alliteration.
Makes the language flow more efficiently when you use rhetorical devices
like a beautiful melody.
Like Coca-Cola is an alliteration, but Pepsi-Cola is not an alliteration.
Yep.
One of my fondest memories growing up as a kid in New Jersey was sitting around the kitchen table with my mom cutting out coupons because...
Skill 38. Yeah, I want you to take a look at her hip placement right now. That is, you see, it's a little bit angled on her right side. So what would that indicate in the sense of this? Sometimes when we hang on one angle, it might be that we are signaling that we might be nervous or uncertain or insecure. In this case, it is connecting to that she's extremely relaxed in the story that she's about to tell in the situation that she's embarking on right now.
Yes.
Beautifully executed, and she has not done that movement since she started talking in that sense. So that is extremely well.
Most commonly presenters, they start with a uneven hip bow because they're nervous. She adds it when she starts telling a story, which also, in combination with everything else she does, makes it seem like she's more relaxed. So it's definitely that.
I was wondering, there is a little tiny, I mean, she's doing so many great things, but there's something I would like to add. I would love to see even like greater, so adapted size of her gesturing. I would recommend maybe include a regulator. It would have been making a more sense. That would be a regulator, like welcoming everybody, because she was still in the beginning of the talk. She was really open. She was really good. She was relaxed. It would just make sense to have a little bit more adapted size to the gesture that she is showing out. So that would be something I would love to see more of.
True, gestures are quite small and constrained into this area here. So
exactly.
Could use, at least out here, to begin with, and then they could become larger as well.
About the fact that big companies and brands would send you cool free things like...
Big companies and brands. We got alliterations coming over and over and over again.
Recipe books and cooking utensils. If you saved up what were known as proofs of purchase. Do you guys know?
Oh no! Did she do it again?
Proofs of purchase.
She did it again.
Oh God! We should just count alliterations. This is, by the way, amazing because it's only like people like us who professionally analyze body language, voice, and how that is connected to their mindset and the delivery of whatever they're doing that sees this. You wouldn't catch this with a normal person at all. The people sitting there, they're just flabbergasted.
You can see that as well. They're really just
they're not going like another alliteration, no, another one. That's not what they're doing. No. They're just entrailed by and immersed in her talk because she's using techniques like this.
Yep.
That she got from Tropicana orange juice for free. It was the shape, size, and color of an orange. It had this red and white straw sticking out of the side. That was the antenna.
She's using drawing. Did you see that? She was with that antenna.
That's very rare. Yes.
I was seeking it, and now she delivers.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
In regards to storytelling, there's always something we can learn. But in storytelling, there are literally 4 elements. You got prep, background, development, and conclusion. So she's pretty much in somewhere background, maybe in development at the moment. It's not entirely certain where she is. But anyhow, she would have benefited from having a prep in the beginning. A prep builds the anticipation of what the story will be. If you just say, I got to give you some background, the purpose of that is obviously creating a clear context, but also creating dopamine, anticipation on what will I get out of this story. She could have then said, I want to give you some background on how absolutely opposite my life turned out. For instance, that will build a little bit more anticipation for whatever is going to be said. So you just add a prep to it, or I'm going to share the most unlikely story, almost a story so unlikely that being abducted by an alien spaceship would be more likely. So this is my background. And you add that prep and it just changes the entire level of anticipation and by so dopamine and focus. Now the focus is high, but from a storytelling perspective, I would add that.
Hannah. And my mom's one of those moms who's always busy. She's always doing something. She's always working on something.
And I knew as
All right, that's a nice combo.
Yeah, it was.
What does she do? All right, so she has a regulator, including the audience.
Yeah.
She goes down in volume. And she goes down in pace, and she leans forwards. That's a nice 5-level level 5 combo.
5 levels of house.
Very nicely put. Very nicely put.
as a little girl, I could find her somewhere around the yard or somewhere around the house by listening for music blaring.
See, it tickles me. It tickles my tum-tum when I see these things. I have done so many analyses in my life, so many of them.
Literally
Not
thousands.
a single one of them has done what she just did. Did you catch it? Let's watch the rerun. Should be in like slow motion.
Somewhere around the yard or somewhere around the house by listening.
By listening. This little, oh, I'm sorry.
It is so simple. It is so simple,
I need
but yet
2 minutes.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Good eyebrows there. We caught
Wow,
that.
she's amazing.
She is really good.
So one day, I'm coming home from school.
Movement.
And I hear music playing off in the distance. And I get closer to my house.
Movement.
And I look up and I see my mom
Role
perched
playing.
precariously on the roof of our 2-story house with her little orange next to her butt. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing up there? Are you
Good.
okay?
Role play
And she
again?
yells
Even
down,
more?
Ree, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. The roof had a leak. I called the roof.
Voice change.
Voice change. So we have language change. Yeah, voice change. That would be skill 31. So language change, dialect change,
And
voice change.
role play
Yeah.
means that you add so many different things. You angle your eyes, you angle your body, you change horizontal position, you change your voice. She uses, what more is she doing? She's using her head, volume down, language change or dialect change.
Dialect change, yeah.
Or maybe dialect change, but she interprets
She
another
lowers her,
person's voice.
lowered register there a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ree, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
This is sweet. I could go on looking at this for a good while. And
Yeah.
I think, just kind of summarizing this, what I enjoy the most is the authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is quite rare. It is very rare that people, in the first 2 minutes and 48 seconds of a presentation, is this authentic. I'd say it is so rare that we literally never see it.
Not in the first couple of
2:48
yeah.
now. It
No,
usually
it's-
hits about 5, 6, 7 minutes
Yeah.
in, maybe 8, 10. But this is where she just grabs the entire audience immediately.
She's extremely authentic as well. From the get-go, very present. On the list from 0 to 110 points, where would you sit? We haven't done a full analysis of her delivery, so where would you?
This is high, man.
It is high. It can be one of the.
This is,
Higher
if
one.
she goes on like this, the only thing she's been lacking so far is functional gestures.
Yep.
In adapted size and in size.
Yep.
That has been a bit lacking. Maybe some more voice modulation. But facial expressions dead on, rhetorical devices dead on, role playing, present and authentic, which obviously amplifies all the points. You know, I'd probably venture to up to the 80s.
Yep, I was waiting there on purpose
Yeah.
because I'm if I would do the full analysis, it would round out to around the 80, 83, 84.
Yep.
Even 85 if it keeps on going like this.
Yep.
So 85 points in that area, super high. Very well.
Yeah.
Round of. That is.
That's great.
I'm so-
And she has an aura ring on her finger as
You know,
well.
then you go like,
Yeah.
you bought an extra point there.
Which is the device where you can measure your heart rate and
Yep.
sleep quality and heart rate variability and so on. So good for her.
Down to earth.
Yeah.
Great delivery. Well, thank you for that one. Bada bing, bada boom. We have come to an end.
Yes.
Did you like this?
Yes.
First of all,
I
like
love
and subscribe. Hit the button down there.
Yes, and do comment if there's any particular person you want us to react to.
Yeah.
We're going to react to more people, so many
Yes.
more.
Yep.
So give us more material.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did we learn? Top 3 things that you think they
They
in there
all
can
right.
take with them.
All right.
You say 2 things, I say 2 things.
Okay, number 1, being present and authentic. Like, find whatever drives you so you can be that present and authentic as Marie is. Secondly, see and feel and listen to the power of what a story can do, because you know perfectly well as I do that you were mesmerized by her talk, by listening to what she was saying and giving that beautiful story. So those 2 things, being present and authentic, and implementation of stories.
Ba-da-ba-da-bam-bam. Okay, I will take something that is quite easy to implement, and that is the prep in the storytelling structure, where you start with the prep to build the dopamine and anticipation for the story itself. And then secondly, I may as well go to the structure of the presentation, which is just flawlessly, beautifully executed by having a polite phrase in the beginning, a respect phrase to the audience, an attention grabber with a question, which grabs even more focus, and then the subject, and then the why, the objective, this is what you will take with you, and then, before I go in, let's have a look at the background. Sweet.
This is beautiful. Sweet, like a nice lemonade.
Thank you, Marie, for entertaining us.
Yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, catch you on the next one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and have a look at the aura ring.
Yes.